guys get done a little early today, huh? Getting it in?
We started a lot earlier.
Yeah.
It was just so hot yesterday.
Yeah.
We just went real early.
Yeah.
And just tried to beat that heat.
Yep. What about this matchup with Illinois? Is there anything that's jumped out on the film as you looked at them a little bit more throughout the week?
Just their physicality. I mean, I know I've mentioned it, but it's just so rare to play a team that's that veteran, that mature. It's left tackle and center and right tackle, 5-year starters. That's defense where they're very physical, run the ball, and very sound special teams. Incredible punter, incredible kicker. When you've got great specialists, it can do a lot of great things for you on special teams, and they've got those things.
The matchup in the trenches, the D line versus the O line on both sides, is that kind of the key matchup in this game, you think?
It always is. It's probably a little more focal this week, just because that's how they hang their hat. That's what we hang our hat on. So we're both very committed to that. So it'll be interesting to see the dynamics of how that plays out.
We saw Frank Harris have a pretty good end of the season last year. How important is it for him to continue to carry that momentum forward this season?
Well, he's had a great spring, and he's a lot more confident, and so he knows who he is. We know what he is, so we know how to coach him better than we did earlier in the year. So we expect him to play well.
Jeff, you've talked a lot about the depth on the defensive line and wanting to be 3 deep. How do you sort of manage that rotation through a game? Do you want to split the snaps pretty evenly, or do you want the starters playing the bulk of the game? How's it going to play out?
There's matchup decisions there. There's conditioning with each player. They're all just kind of uniquely different. So there's no perfect recipe, because there's also just the element of football. Somebody's gonna get nicked up pretty quick, and all those hours you spent planning that perfect formula just went right out the window. So, but yeah, we've got a plan in place for that. If they get on the plane, they better expect to play.
Does that apply also to linebackers, safeties, corners? Do you want to rotate at those positions as well?
You get a little scary rotating in the back, because if they make a mistake, it's a touchdown. If you make a mistake up front, it ain't good. But we've got 2 more layers back there in the back to hopefully get them down. And we were really good at red zone defense last year. We take a lot of pride in that. We worked, third down today and red zone today. So it's a little more scary to rotate in the back.
With Sincere McCormick, is there a certain amount of carries that is the right amount of carries for him, or how do you kind of set that benchmark as you head into this first game?
You just got to be. It's just common sense again. If he takes some shots, and I can tell he's not as good as he should be, put the other kid out there. You just got to be smart first game. We tried to do that last year. We looked up and he had it about 30 times for over 200. There were some spots on the field last year that we had the temperature at over 145 degrees. So that kid did that. There's just some certain kids that are different, right? There's some kids that can't. I've coached some kids that can last all day, and there's some kids that just can't. So he's proven he can. It's just a matter of what the situation presents itself in that time.
You only had 2 running backs listed on the depth chart. Is that the number who's going to actually play in this game, or are there others who might travel and factor in?
No, there'll be others to play, we think. But I know those 2 are going to.
Hey, Coach, can you kind of help us lead the way up into the game? Tomorrow, you guys go on the field against Illinois. What are the stages before y'all actually get to the game on Saturday?
Well, Sunday is a big preparation day. We didn't have a lot of video to watch from ourselves, so we didn't play the day before. We had a mock game. So usually on Sunday you're grading your own video, and then you're planning for your next opponent. And that was similar this Sunday. Then Monday they're off and they're in school. And on Tuesday it's just a base install day, where it's first and second down. Wednesday is a third down red zone day, and tomorrow you'll work some more special situations coming out, tight red, some special situations in the kicking game, and then you'll walk it on Friday, just review all those situations again, and then we'll get on the plane, fly down there and meet in the hotel and go over it all again. And we'll get up Saturday morning and we'll walk it one more time. Then we hope that it goes just exactly as planned for y'all on Saturday, so y'all will talk about how smart we are and get us all pay raises.
Jeff, I don't know if you could feel the excitement surrounding the program outside this building. Is that something you have a, I guess, grasp of?
You know, I've made a lot of friends since I've been here, 20 months. And I know my texts are picking up, and a lot of good people that I've become pretty close to. That's about the barometer of how I would know, because I'm pretty much here at 5 a.m. and getting home pretty late, so I don't see normal people. But a lot more text and a lot more excitement. I feel that through my phone, but I'd have to take your word on that, JJ.
And just the expectations, you guys haven't shied away from it, although, you said you take it with a grain of salt. Just how do you get your players not to, buy into that too much?
It's tough, I agree. It's why we are so committed to our brand. I've been a head coach now 17 years. I was a head basketball coach for a long time as well. And there's just things you can't control that you spend a lot of time worrying about. And I know it's boring for y'all because I just won't stay off of that. I just keep going back to that. But that's why you have a brand. That's why in your personal life you have some type of whatever that might be you're committed to, whether that's spiritual, whatever that is for you in your own life, that you always go back to, because life is just so up and down. It's just, football is the greatest analogy in the world of life. A lot of great things going to happen Saturday. There's a lot of bad things going to happen Saturday. Well, how are we going to handle that? Are we just going to stick with that? Are we going to get so high reading all these articles about us, how great we are, that we don't do the work? Or are we just going to dismiss that and stay true to the brand? That's what's so great about football. It's my job as a head coach, and my coach's job to make sure those kids